Right? Let's pray. For once, does my audio want to work on the first try? Oh, praise. Praise Kirby. Oh, that is... I swear, dude, it's a coin flip. It really is. Alright, this is something I've been wanting to get back to for a while. Especially since, Maddie won't leave me alone about it. She keeps wanting me to play it. Which, I mean, I like it. It just, you know, Skylanders took over for a little bit. How far did we make it in anyway, percentage-wise? 9%? I haven't even made a dent. Oh, I like that it just pops you in like that. That's nice. Alright, so I actually don't remember what we did last time. We fought Monkey. I remember that part. And I've got to remember all my buttons. I forget. How do you do the dodge roll? I just had it. There we go. Yeah, I have been thinking about this game a bunch. I did get spoiled on one thing by accident, but it doesn't really matter. I saw what the last version of Fire looks like. Which, I mean, that's whatever. Who cares? Especially since I'm gonna pick Ranger anyway. I really like Ranger so far. I like Drill as well, but I think I need more practice with it before I actively want to pick it. Alright, where did we leave off in the world? I remember the last thing we did, I did a whole slew of those little challenge levels. Which, I have been informed that the time bonus you can get on these... Yeah, the target time, apparently it does nothing if you get them all. I might still go for it for fun. At least on some of them. I don't think you could do some of these without the upgraded weapons, but... Yeah, apparently getting all check marks does jack shit, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Alright, scale the Cement Summit. I do remember if what the Waddle Dee told me is true, I think I have to... Well, of course, why would he lie to me, first of all? But if I interpreted what he said correctly, I do actually have to be on the lookout for the blueprints for new weapons. I think that's what he said, anyway. Okay, as much as I like Ranger, I do want to play with Katamari Needle for a little bit. But getting checkmark gets me a checkmark. Ooh, that's very true. Very tempting. I'm gonna go for them probably, just because I like those missions a bunch. I think they're really fun. I just don't want to do some of them without getting upgrades first. Remove 3 wanted posters. Easy enough. God, it's still bizarre to me to be playing a Kirby game in 3D. Obviously, like, with Blowout Blast and Air Ride, like, he's done 3D before. But, you know, like, we've kind of established that this one's different. At least it feels different. I do wonder if this is going to be the future of Kirby. I know some people are hoping for it, but, I mean, I think both could happen, right? I think we could have both 2D and 3D Kirby. Why not? Although, if we keep getting 2D games like Star Allies, then... I don't know. I think I would rather have Perma 3D Kirby. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's the blueprint for the better needle. Sweet. I don't know. I'll probably end up replaying Star Allies one day on stream, just because, like... I don't know if I was just at a low point in life, or if I genuinely just didn't think it was a good game. But I don't know, I felt nothing playing it. You'd think I would have felt more considering how often I'm, like, ragging on it, but it's true, I didn't really feel much of anything. Can I get back here? No. What is this? Oh, this is Cutter, isn't it? Oh, that's cool that it actually changes the way the hat looks in the little menu. It caught me at rock bottom. Dude, there was a, I did go through a depressive era. Not necessarily 2017, though. I feel like I was doing great in 2017. Late 2019 was rough for me. Ooh. Why did I pick ice for a boss? This was not wise. Especially for Florina. Ice Skates and Blades, Skylander reference? No, Bob, everything you see is not a Skylander reference. No matter how badly you want it to be one. I don't know if I ever talked about it before, but it took me, like, decades before I realized you could even block in Kirby games. I remember, I played one of them with my friend Sydney. And she started blocking and dodging, and I was befuddled. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh, you can actually freeze the bosses if you hit them enough? That's really cool. Oh, look, that was even a Waddle Dee. I just wanted to try ice for fun. Oh, hell yeah. Is this Tornado? Okay, I thought it was called Cyclone. Okay, this one's fun. I like this one. Dude, if y'all want to talk about Skylanders things, like things that, jokingly or non-jokingly, you get reminded of it in Nintendo games. Maddie tricked me by saying that apparently Tears in the Kingdom, they were called the Skylands, like the whole, like, area in the sky. It's not, but she 100% gaslit me into thinking that. And I believed her. I hardcore believed her. Without hesitation. I'm coming, Waddle Dee! Okay, that was actually a little bit easier than I thought it would be. Can I eat this? No. Oh, I bet this hat looks great in mouthful mode. Can this do anything else, or is it just as simple as Tornado? Part of me does kind of miss the copy abilities having actual combos. Just a little bit. Because they all kind of just serve, like, one purpose in this game compared to other Kirby games. Where they were, like, full-blown movesets. I don't know. I'm still into it, though. There is the possibility that I just straight up don't know how to use them, of course. His little wave is so cute. Avoid the spikes in the secret room. Oh, hell yeah. I got a 2-for-1. Oh, wait. Oh, I wanted a Poppy, bro. Damn. I was hoping it was gonna be like Mario Odyssey, and you could just sit on the benches. Also, I get the feeling I'm about to roll downhill, aren't I? Okay. That's not what I expected. I feel like that's not how physics work. Spin tackle. Barrel roll. Oh, look at that. You could just invert your controls, like, from the get-go. Well, this is just plain pleasant. Dude, the poor little, like, 5 FPS Bronto Burts in the background. Also, forgive me, but I'm an inverted aerial control guy. Sorry. I'm sorry y'all had to find out this way. Ooh. Woo! Inverted brain? That's just plain mean, man! That's not nice! Retry? I guess if you want to play it again? Oh, watch there be a Waddle Dee in this. Oh, that's a good Kirby right there. I think we found them all, right? Oh, I missed one. What do you want to bet he was in the plane segment? Or I guess glide segment. He could be around here somewhere. Where would he have been in the gliding segment, though? Yeah, I'll do it one more time. Oh, that's interesting. You can retry the Archmouth, but you lose your progress. Sure. Why else would you be able to retry it if there wasn't something there, you know? Alright, just in case, we can check back here. Yeah, no, there definitely has to be one in that section. If I had to guess, there was that fork in the sky where you got the choice of, oh, do you want to go through the rings or do you want to go into this spiky Gordo area? I bet it's in the Gordo area. Don't worry, little Waddle Dee, I'm on my way. What a pleasant little section. I think it's funny that basically every Nintendo game is doing Star Fox. Fuck! Except Star Fox itself. Alright, is he in here? No. Where is he? Is he not here? Oh, okay. Subtle. Nice. Your plane's actually leaving. See, in 3.5 hours. Dude, I've yet to go on a flight a single time in my life. And, hopefully I won't ever have to. Although, considering a very important person that I want to visit someday lives in Iceland, I'm gonna have to suck up and get on a flight at some point. I'm not even scared of flying. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Will it be miserable? Will it be doable? I won't know until it happens. Give me them waddles. We got all of them, right? All 10? Hey! Unfortunately, that's been a rare occurrence for me. Buffahorn. Behold, it's the brutal, brutish Buffahorn. Weak attacks won't stand a chance against this critter's forward tackle. Good thing they have a hard time stopping. If you're careful, you can trick them into running off cliffs. Wait, you can trick them into running off cliffs? They'll be okay. They're tough. They'll be fine. Don't think about it. Fast-flowing waterworks. Oh, hell yeah. Yes! I love these ones so much. I can't get enough of them. Oh, why is he purple? I guess that's just what these worlds look like. It's just so strange to see him that way. Also, 30 seconds. Let's go. Don't even care about the spikes. Just keep going. Oh, you can use the attack to extend your tornado by just a hair. No way I don't make it. No! It's right there! Who puts a ledge there? Why would you do that? I feel like you don't want to do the Hyper Tornado during this. Because, like, it extends it, maybe if you're in, like, a bad spot, like that. But it slows you down like crazy. No way. I love that this is the part of the game that they're just, like, the strictest rules possible. Again, probably not going to go for the check marks anymore. I would still like to, though, on some of them. Like, that one I might redo. Oh, this one's specifically for the upgraded cutter. Maybe that means that you actually... upgrading the sword wouldn't make a difference. Huh. Oh, my... That was close. I hope there's a menu at some point in the game that just lets you do all of these back to back. Because I feel like playing these in a gauntlet would be so much fun. I mean it, dude. Like, I love, like, mini excursions like this. Where it's just fun and satisfying to blast through them. Come on, hit the thing. There you go. They definitely want you to, like, curve to hit all three with one cutter blade. I'm not very good at curving it, though. That actually seems very doable in the time, I think. Did it take me a minute 15 or a minute 45? Yeah, I could do that, maybe. You're still sitting? Oh my god. Are airports as miserable as people make them out to be? I've always wondered. Alright, do we have 60 waddles yet? They're not that bad. I always thought so. Because you see, like, in media the most, obviously, like movies and shows and such, but I feel like some people genuinely make it out to be that, like, airports are the worst thing on the planet. When it's just, I feel like it could be worse. It's a classic Fennec. I hate that that joke is unironically funny. Play Waddle Dee Cafe, help wanted. I can play Diner Dash Kirby? Alright, first things first, I want to see what the better needle is like. Because the needle does feel kinda hard to use. Wow, is that a cluttered needle blueprint? I want to make that! Gimme! Let me get my tools ready, then we'll get this evolution started. Oh, wonder what the last one is. I think I actually do know the last one. I know that there's a... I'm pretty sure sleep is one. Because I did see the sleeping enemy before, I never swallowed him. Sure, evolve it, why not? I want this thing to make me look crazy edgy. Pretty please. I suppose I kind of got what I wanted. I thought it was gonna be like emo hair Kirby. He's got a little bee butt. Okay, so what's on him? There's a cactus, an arrow, a spring, a castle. Some kind of plant, a rocket ship, a bee stinger, and then a bunch of drill bits. Oh! Why would you put the bee stinger there when he rolls? I'm not gonna do that again. With the needle ability, you can extend your roll a bit by picking up enemies and blocks as you go. Let go of the button to throw stuck objects and enemies in front of you as powerful projectiles. The needle ability will also let you roll through strong winds. It's so versatile. I guess. Barry Kirby 64? I don't remember enough of 64 to say. But yeah, hi. I hope you're doing well today. You actually came just in time, because we basically just started Kirby. I've only done one level. Alright, let's gotcha for the next half hour. Oh my god. We've got that one before, but I don't remember it. How many do I have? Oh my god, I'm still missing 30-something. Good lord. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Needle in this game, but I kind of like the idea of it. It's interesting. Hey, Kirby, got a sec? Now that the Waddle Dee Cafe is open, we're looking to hire some help. It's just a part-time gig. I don't suppose you're looking to start a career in food service. I mean, is this actually just gonna be Diner Dash Kirby? Trying to get all those is just tedious. I don't doubt it. Is there no way to get, like... I feel like in any other game, you would have, like, a buy 1 or buy 10 option. Check each customer's food order, then select the item they want. If the customer's satisfaction level gets too low, it'll be game over. Try not to keep them waiting too long. When the lunch rush hits, the speed will increase. Serve as many correct orders as you can. Okay, easy. Okay, well, it is easy. I just... Whatever, it's fine. One mad Waddle Dee out of a group of, like, 30 is fine. Why do I get the feeling that this is actually going to get really difficult by the last difficulty? It's lunch rush time. Oh, Christ. I would be so pissed if I was the Waddle Dee that got there first and immediately got my order wrong. Oh, no. "100% satisfaction, though." That one guy didn't matter. It's fine. Like how Needle works, the last one's probably your favorite. Well, now I'm curious on just what it's gonna... How would that be useful against, like, a boss, though? I guess maybe you could pick up the stars that drop and throw them all. Alright, throw me at the hardest difficulty. Let's go. I don't know what the pictures look like yet. Okay, if it's ice cream, it's the car. Oh, it's Bergie! Oh my god, this is actually harder than I thought it was gonna be. Please, no! I'm not ready! Motherfuckers, make up your mind! Oh my god! You just run into bosses? Oh, okay. I didn't think it would work on them for some reason. Ugh. "49% satisfaction." Okay. Picky ass Waddle Dees. Alright. I may as well try the medium one on the off chance you get something for doing all three. I mean, this is a cute little game. I don't know if it beats out, you know, as much as I rag on Star Allies, it actually had really fun minigames. I loved the wood chopping one and the baseball one. It took me forever to get a perfect score on that baseball one, man. Oh no, my perfect score! Okay, why is the hard one, like... Okay, obviously it's hard mode, but, like, why is that one genuinely so much stricter than the other two? Because even messing up with this one, I still got 100%. I mean, that's fun. It's probably just a way to get coins, but... Maybe a password? Kirby, may I speak with you for a sec? You've been helping us a lot lately. It's a tough gig, but you even handled the frenzy like a pro. We'd like for you to have this special figure, and our deepest thanks. Ready? Here it comes. Thanks. Why isn't that a hat? Make cafe... Oh, well, I guess Chef or Cook Kirby exists, but, like, I want Fry Cook Kirby as a copy ability. You know, flipping with spatulas and whatnot. Trying to get the perfect and Return to Dreamland. Deluxe was difficult. I gotta figure out if I want to get that. I want it, I just... It's so hard to justify it. Oh, you leave out little screws. Oh, well, this is just the best copy ability, then. There's no way anyone can avoid all that. Alright, Beach World, here we come. Fast-flowing waterworks. Oh my god, 5 Waddle Dees? They ask so much of me. Kirby Cafe exists, can't remember if his hat looks like that or not. I know that you're probably talking about a copy ability, but have y'all ever seen the real-life Kirby Cafe? Where if you show up alone, they give you, like, a giant Waddle Dee plush to sit next to you, so you're not alone. Which, it's cute, but it's also kind of insulting, just a smidge. Oh, okay, you meant the actual cafe, whoops. I was about to say, I had never heard of Cafe Kirby as an ability. Oh, rip that guy. He did that to himself. You'd want to waddle? They're huge, if I remember. Like, they're really big Waddle Dees. Oh, is there anything back here? Oh, how are you not going to have something back here? I love the wide Gordos so much. I don't know if they've been in other Kirby games, but either way, they're hilarious to me. Oh, tuna. Thank you, I think. Possibly sardines, in which case, not thank you. Oh, could I jump with this before? I don't think I could. Either that or I never thought to try. I guess maybe I got the Katamari mindset. I didn't think about jumping. Also, you said the what, and I'm gonna level with you. I immediately forgot what I had just said. What did I say again? God, you'd think, like, by now I would have gotten enough sleep to be aware of what I'm talking about. I'm still in my perpetually sleepy phase, where I'm just napping all the time. Oh, there's gotta be something back here, right? Why else would that fence be missing? Nothing. Oh, the enemy. Yeah, it's like they're Gordos, but they're wide. They're like really long bars. Oh. Got him. I think they're still Gordos, right? They're probably called something else. Alright, I was iffy on Needle before, but after upgrading it, it definitely feels a lot better. You like the ghost ones? They were gonna be ghost ones? That'll be fun. Yes! I want to get the upgraded bomb so badly. I hope it's less niche than Robobot. Robobots was fine, but it was very clearly, like, a copy ability only for puzzles. Alright, ring time. I like that they actually have different objects for the rings. That's a nice extra bit to it. I feel like Bomb's not very fun to use in this game. I loved it. I loved the basic version. I destroyed the monkey in seconds with Bomb. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to watch! Okay, I'm gonna assume it's just right, left, middle, right? They're simple like that. Phew! Baby game. It's just, they never repeat the same thing twice. It's always a pattern. Easy peasy. Actually, are Kirby's baby games... Everyone always jokingly calls them baby games, but... with how hard some of aspects of them can get, I don't know, man. Alright. Anything else here? Nope. Now, so far for me, the only copy ability I'm not really big on, I don't like Cutter in this game. But I've also, like, just always been iffy on Cutter, so... it is what it is. Everyone wants to call them baby games till True Arena shows up. There's a streamer I always enjoy watching, Vinny from Vine Sauce, and he always just calls them baby game. And I think this was the first game he ever tried to do the True Arena. I don't know if he ever beat it. I feel like a friend told me that he couldn't do it, and I don't know if he ever went back to it. I mean, and I'm no better. The only one I ever got close in was Robobots, and even then, I died on the final boss. Wasn't it like the final hit of the final boss? You know what? It's my fault. I was on an emulator. I could have save stated. I don't know why I didn't. This one's far easier. They give you continues. Oh. Well, that'll be nice. Oh, golden fishy. No! I love just, like, being able to look around in the environment and immediately tell what's gonna be, like, a Waddle Dee goal. Oh. I thought that would work. Oh my, you should not be able to grab this. Poor thing. Okay, so we need to get freeze. Or, sorry, ice. I don't know why I called it freeze. Would you look at that? A convenient snowman. How lucky for me. I misread that for a second as tons of fish. I don't even have, like, a gag or a joke or anything for that. It's just, good lord, there's too many sardines. Oh, is there gonna be anything up there? No, doesn't look like it. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised at how often they're using the stairs. I thought the stairs would be super niche, but I feel like that's the most common one so far. God, you know what? If there's any of, like, the mini challenges that just I don't want to replay again, it's definitely the stair one, where you just have to solve puzzles in a time limit. No thanks. Ooh. Alright, we gotta find a button for that wall, and there it is. I want to look around just a smidge longer. Oh, I thought maybe there'd be something back there. You don't like having to replay any of them? I like them. I think they're fun. Oh, I forget that you don't like timers. Oh, well, that would explain why you didn't particularly care for them. Me personally, though, like, they remind me a lot of oh, whoops. They remind me a lot of the Triple Deluxe. Oh, damn it. I want to point out, by the way, if you guys ever hear me say Triple Deluxe and I'm talking, like, really positively, I mean to say Return to Dreamland. I don't know why my brain is broken like that, but Return to Dreamland, I love the copyability missions in that game. Also, just so we're clear, I don't hate Triple Deluxe, I don't know why I keep making that mistake. I've been making that mistake for years, and I know the difference between the two, and I catch myself every time. My brain just does it without thinking. Alright, little waddle, I'm coming. Possibly. I don't actually know how to get up there. Not as bad in a 2D space. That's true. No! But, you know, as a kid, I would replay those just over and over and over again. I loved them. They were my favorite part of Return to Dreamland. Oh, I missed a thing. What do you want to bet it's gonna be? Don't fall in the whirlpool. I guarantee you that's what it's gonna be. Almost correct? Let's see. Win the battle without falling into the water. Okay, that's not too bad. I am probably not gonna 100% the game on stream, just because, like, similar to the Wonderful 1. There are some games where I feel like replaying levels over and over would be fun. Just in terms of, like, me being able to think of things to talk about. I don't think Kirby's one of them. Because, especially since not a lot of people are here today. Which is weird, because there were a lot of people here earlier for Wonderful 101. But, I don't know. It's always hard to think of new things to talk about. Alright. I remember this one from the trailers. Palm Tree, Wispy Woods. Light 'em up with lantern switches. Alright. I didn't think it was gonna send me that way. I should have known by the way the ground was laid out. Oh! Whoa! Oh my god! The volcano is so violent! Oh, you found the badge. Neat. I would very much like that. I'm not gonna ask you to make all of them, though. That would just be excessive. But I always just feel greedy asking for anyone for anything. No, hit it! No. This, okay, we're gonna try not fireballing. Oh, right, this is how this fire works. Oh yeah, I should not be fireballing at all then. Except to maybe, like, move forward faster. Wait, actually, is there anything stopping me from just... Whoops. Is there anything stopping me from just, like, moving forward? Because I could totally just fly up here, right? That's... okay. I wanted to breathe fire in the air. No! I just want to breathe fire! Well, I probably could hit the time limit if I, you know, knew how to control my character. Do I have all abilities unlocked? I'm missing 2. I assume one of them is sleep, and then I'm not sure what the last one's gonna be. I have a few predictions, but I'm starting to wonder if any of them are right. It could be a new one for all I know. Alright, did I get this one? I did. Yeah, fuck this one. This one was... I mean, I still got it first try. It's just, ugh. Alright, let's actually go get the fire for Wispy. Can see what your least favorite were, but if I don't have the ability, I'm probably missing it. Oh, actually, maybe I do know what it is. Is it Jet? Chain Bomb Blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme, gimme. Is it like one of the mechanical ones like Jet, or am I mistaken? Because I did watch trailers for the game. I just don't remember a lot from them. Although I remember Palm Tree Wispy. I like Palm Tree Wispy. I've got Ice Needle, Drill, Tornado Bomb, Sword Cutter, Fire Hammer, Ranger. That's what this one was called, right? Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure one of them is Sleep. It's Drill. Honestly, fair enough. I like using it for movement, and I think it's an adorable hat. Like, this is cool. This is fun. Like, blasting through the ground and diving and whatnot. But absolutely, I would not want to use that for combat. Especially since they make you do, they make you, like, draw circles, don't they? Yeah, no, that one was rough. Alright, give me the bomb. Without hesitation. They get worse. Oh no. Please tell me the hat gets even fancier. Aww. Wait, hold on. Is it a robotic, like, princess hat? No, it's just a... He's just landmine now. And he throws Yoshi eggs. Actually, now he's throwing Katamaris. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's weird. I think I like regular bomb more, but that's neat, I guess. His little tiptoes. Oh my god, Kirby has toes. I just assumed it was all, like, one piece. Huh. Oh, I guess another trade-off. I don't think they blow up, do they? Unless they, you know, hit something, obviously, but I don't think they blow up naturally. Oh, the range on that's crazy! Wait. Okay, you know what? I kinda like that. The explosions get huge when you chain them all. And you know what? We are about to fight a stationary enemy. I don't think I would like it for most levels, but I could see how that one could be fun. The Tropical Terror. Oh, something else I should probably do. I do still have the amiibo with me. You know what? Let's just decimate Wispy Woods when we get in there. I'm gonna scan them all and destroy him with chain bombs. Huh. Peasant items right there. The real best copy ability's already with me. Oh, look at him. He's so thick. It's just wide wispy. He's got a little beard. Alright, just you wait, mister. What? Oh, okay, no, I got it. Alright, there's the speed boost. I don't know how often I'm gonna do this, but I just feel the need to do it for Wispy, you know? Ow. Life up. And then, is it DDD that gives me the damage up, or is it random? Don't be random, give me damage. Yes! Oh my god, that does so much damage! Perish, Wispy! Oh my god! This is my kind of ability! Why does the tree make dragon sounds? Because he's just that threatening. Aren't you terrified of this beast? With his little tropical equivalent of a goatee. Oh, those weren't close enough. Honestly, these do enough damage on their own. I could just do what I did for the monkey. Yeah, no, that's way better than just chaining them. That's what I like about the bomb. You just walk up to him and you just keep placing them over and over. Oh, a ranger upgrade. Nice. I definitely don't like the way it looks, though. I always liked the little princess hat he had with Bomb. Clear without using a copy ability? No thanks. I'm good. One that was kind of scary? The one from Dreamland? Wait, Dreamland 3 uproots himself and runs after you? I don't think I've seen that one, have I? I know he uproots... well, I guess not really uprooting, because he has robot legs. I know Planet Robobot, he chases you. We played a bit... I do remember we played it. I didn't know if we made it to Wispy. Oh, that is one smart-looking Waddle Dee. Oh, wise Waddle Dee. Inform me of the blueprint locations. After I landed here, I found this mysterious book. It lists the locations of undiscovered blueprints. It also collects high scores and whatever. If you'd like to know more, I'd be happy to share. Wait a minute, doesn't Return to Dreamland Deluxe have someone like this? Because I think within a day or two of that game coming out, there were already like several million Waddle Dees killed. You haven't missed any blueprints thus far. Read about a new blueprints location. I'll help you find it. Damn! Someone got 53 Waddle Dees? Oh my god! 622,591,172 saved Waddle Dees. Holy shit! There's so many! Today's top trend is Volcano Fly. It's the most popular ability in the world right now. I've inhaled 97 objects. 2,831,460,529 abilities inhaled. Or objects inhaled. 846 million flowers bloomed. Dude, keep them up. The world record for... I think we got a couple cheaters in here. Oh, you know what I wonder if they do? I wonder if they, like... What do you want to bet there's something you could do with, like, two-player, right? Where it's, like, spawning them in and then doing something and then despawning causes, like, a star to appear. And you spawn as many as you can and then eat them all at once so you can just one-shot the boss. Because how the fuck did he kill him in 5 seconds? Without a copy ability. Oh my god! 1.8 billion Awoofies defeated? $87 billion? Those are some fun stats. Those poor little puppy dogs, though. Noble Ranger Blueprint? I want to make that. I love this Waddle Dee's outfit. I love his little welder goggles. Alright, well, I already liked Ranger well enough, so... I mean, I'm probably just gonna like this even more. Let's see. Is that like a caveman hat, or is that like a pirate hat? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is just the best one. Blast him! Oh my god! Ranger's better, it's not great for timed bullshit. You know what? I did notice that one. The one where you're on, like, a moving platform, and you just have to quickly, like, charge and shoot, charge and shoot. I love the way his guns look, because they're like little blunderbusses, but the little ends of them got blown out. I definitely love the new copy abilities. I hope if we get another new 2D Kirby, I want to see Ranger come back for sure. Alright, let's hit the gotcha. What you got for me? Oh! It's little Frosty. Mr. Frosty to the New World, too. He arrived shortly before Kirby and immediately joined the Beast Pack. The change in wardrobe must have made it an easy choice. It's tough to be the new guy, but his fellow beasts love working with him. Kirby with the gun? Exactly! Like, it's fun! Who could have guessed? Laser's not the same. Actually, it might have been the same. I always forget, like, a lot of the copy ability movesets. Maybe it's for the best that they only have, like, 1 or 2 attacks in this game for me. Wasn't Laser just a lamer version of Plasma? Or am I just thinking of Plasma? Hey, I waved at you. Wave back? Fine. Be that way. Oh, Circus World? Wonderia remains. Oh, it's a full amusement park. Immediately, I want to find them. Where are they? You can't hide them from me. Ho ho ho! You thought you could. Spark and Plasma were the same. Okay, those were the two I was thinking of. This is your favorite world. It looks like a fun one. I was worried that it was just going to be like Grass World, Beach World, Mountain World. But no, just here comes the carnival. Okay, hear me out. Also, hi, D&D. I thought immediately I could fly with this thing for some reason. Like he was gonna look downwards and just let out the wind. That would have been fun, though. Nope! Damn it. Now I'm not gonna get the time limit, because it's so strict. What in God's name? That was certainly interesting to look at. Slowly trying to 100% it. Best of luck to you. Okay, well that one's so forgiving. They expect people to get lost in the little spinning section, I guess. Yeah, I feel like it'll be a fun game to 100%. Let's see. Okay, I love the fact that everything's fine, and then you get to the carousel of just the horrific Doom carousel with a train going around it? And just the whole sky changes. Come on, there's gotta be another one, right? Surely. No way they're only gonna have, like, one you gotta find. Maybe so. Alright. It is interesting that I feel like circuses are a recurring theme in Kirby. Maybe I'm wrong, though. That is the cutest little thing I think I've ever seen. Oh my, it's a little egg dog. Oh, hi. Fine, don't wave back. I didn't want you following along anyway. Please tell me. Aw, I wanted it to be the little duckling that stuck his head through. You've 100% only returned to Dreamland. I 100% it as a kid, but I never did the true arena as a kid, so I don't know if you want to count that. Alright, well, we're the mama duck now. We gotta go find all the babies. That's gotta be a Waddle Dee for sure. No way it isn't. They remade it, gotta do it again. I probably will end up getting Deluxe. Oh, my hat! Dude, I'm gonna upgrade Ranger and not even want to use it because this hat is just perfect. Aw. One ticket, please. Oh. Why the Mario Sunshine puddles? They don't even, like, keep you from jumping. Hmm. Oh, dang it. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized. Oh, never mind. Wait, no. You can't crouch anymore, can you? I mean, I guess you can guard. That's kind of like crouching. But yeah, no, you can't do, the funny little flat Kirby anymore. Oh boy, this is gonna be... Oh! Interesting. You have 98% on Planet Robobot. Same! I got so close, dude. When you get to the end of the True Arena and you fail on like the last hit of the last boss in there, it kills your spirit. It really does. I got close enough. I got enough to where it counts for me. Ooh. Does that give me a hammer? I want to play with gun. I like Ranger too much to give it up already. Which is crazy, because I love hammer. But just, I mean, come on. The rapid fire blast, how could I not? Do I want to go that way? Oh, okay. I thought I was ready to make fun of it, like call it Sunshine, if it was going to be like a shoot section, but nope. Oh, this is just pleasant, like the gliding one. That probably means there's a Waddle Dee here, isn't there? Oh, this is just wonderful. Rip anyone that doesn't have good depth perception, though. Good lord. I'm surprised I'm making it through just fine. Oh. Don't tell me it's right at the end. That's mean. We go again! Why would they do that right at the end? Arena's hard, aren't they all? Isn't the Star Allies one easy? I feel like because the Dream Friends, you can like stack them up. Okay, gotta remember, it's on the right side, right at the very end. Oh, you know what? That's probably why they, take away your progress whenever you reset it. You could just do it over and over again for collectibles. Alright, get ready. Oh, it was on the left. Phew! Oh my god! I could have sworn it was on the right side. Star Allies you haven't reached because they added too much stuff. Dude, I feel bad for anyone that wants to go for, like, all the guest stars in Star Allies. I only did it, like, 3 times and I had my fill. How do I get that? Oh, that was probably the beginning of the level, wasn't it? Or the beginning of the section. No, I mean, I think I got everything in Star Allies. Amiibo definitely help, because they help you finish the puzzles faster. But, although I think they added more puzzles, didn't they? When they added the Dream Friends. I don't know. I feel like I give the impression that I despise Star Allies. I really don't. It's just like, I'd rather play any other Kirby game. I really would. But yeah, no, Star Allies, they added, like, tons of extra modes. They added all the Dream Friends, which just makes Guest Star mode a nightmare. They kept adding puzzles, which, I mean, it's cool. I wish that stuff was in from the start, though. But it was kind of exciting, like, oh, who are the next Dream Friends going to be? Wait, is that poison? Aw. Gave you Macalornas all over. I actually don't remember who I liked playing. I would have to look at a list. I probably like playing as Susie. In fact, who is my favorite Kirby character now that I think about it? I don't know if I could pick one. Ah, nothing else around here. This cart just feels suspicious, but I guess it was just to hide that little spot. But no, for me, I think I might be a bit basic and just say, like, King DDD. I love DDD. Oh, you can't walk on these fences. Oh, shit. The big Kirby. Now it really is Mario Sunshine. I don't like that... I could be wrong. No, okay, that's definitely the water. I don't like that he's so full, he's transparent. That's a little gross. Perish, Bunny Man. Ooh. There's probably more water over there. But it's like... Oh, never mind. That was surprisingly easy to get over here. Oh yeah, no, just destroy the whole attraction, why don't you? Not like anyone else wanted to ride it. Wait a minute, why is there, like... I guess the whole point is that it's like, oh, Kirby in, like, cities with cars and whatnot. But genuinely, if it's like a world full of wild animals and beasts, why do they have cars and carnivals and such? Ooh, what's down here? An abandoned park? Who's enjoying anything? Fair. Me? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my time here. I was gonna say, like, maybe the animals because of all the food, but... I mean, I guess it's all stale, but... eh. Probably still worth it. If that's a manhole cover, then this, again, is just straight up sunshine. Yeah, they did not have to make Ranger this fun, but they really just went and did it. Oh! Oh my god! I nearly drowned him trying to save him. Dude, these poor Waddle Dees. I feel like they're just in such cruel places. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. Unless it's one of the ones you don't get until you beat the level. Enjoy the view from the top of the rock. Is that the one? Is it talking about the statue at the beginning? Because the entire time I was there, I wanted to climb that statue, and I didn't. Oh. Hello. Tortilding. That's not a good name. Tortilding shells a whole building. This big baddie must be some kind of boss for the smaller beasts. It enjoys basking in the sun, so it climbs to high spots and claims the whole area as its territory. Hell yeah, Kirby. I love Kirby. I should have climbed the statue. I didn't think it would let me. It's so rare that I don't just, like, give in to my internal thoughts about where I want to go in games. Also, this feels like it could have been the perfect world to, like, let you do the levels in whatever order you wanted. I'm surprised they didn't do that. Oh, there's a roller coaster level, too. Alright, no, I'm going back in for this one, just because, like, it's right at the beginning. You want a nice view? You got up there immediately? I didn't think they would let me up there! Ah. I guess this will finally answer my question. If I were to back out now, do I keep the Waddle Dee? Ugh. That's so lame. Why? That's gonna be so annoying in the future. Like, I kind of get why if there were some missions that just... Whatever, I don't actually get it. Whatever, where's Bonkers? These are all fake Bonkers. You know what I just got a random thought and also reminder of? Back when Nintendo was doing, like, obviously, like, Hyrule Warriors had already existed and Fire Emblem Warriors was coming out. I remember really hoping that they would do Kirby Superstar Warriors. And I don't know why, but, like, oh, there's Bonkers. Hitting enemies with the hammer, like I was, is making me want it again. Just like a multi-hit combos with the hammer. The worst challenge for me was the last hammer one. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm playing too risky. Oh, I may have gotten it. Possibly. Closest thing you get is Star Allies. It's not the same. I don't know. I think it would be fun. Especially since, like, the Nintendo Warriors games do a good job at, like, incorporating that game's mechanics into the Warrior style. So, like, Zelda has, like, the item usage against certain enemies. Fire Emblem has things like the weapon triangles and, like, combining characters. Kirby, I think changing your moveset in the middle of the map just by, like, finding different copy abilities, I think that would be rad. You were going for the best time bullshit? Oh, yeah, no, I intend to maybe do it. I'm just... It depends. But, it's so weird that you don't get anything for that. Might be weird for other characters. That's true. I remember, probably the one I want the most, and this is 100% biased, but also because I think it would work really well. I want Xenoblade Warriors so badly. It comes into conversation whenever I'm talking with Maddie. It comes up so often. Whoa, is that a toy hammer blueprint? If this doesn't squeak with every swing, then what's the point of using it? Oh, I skipped his hammering. Whoops. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Right, he doesn't hammer until you actually upgrade it. Oh my... He has a little helmet. Oh, that makes it 10 times better. That's a big hammer. Yes. Oh, this isn't just a, like a regular squeaky hammer. This is like what Amy has. It's like a Pico hammer. Big damage. The helmet's adorable. I can't believe I've never thought about Kirby in a helmet before. You can do a little bop. Okay, so I guess I go to him if I want to learn how an ability works. Fair enough. I do miss the pause screen, though, but I guess it wouldn't be necessary if every move is only, like, 2 attacks. Get bonked, losers. Hey, Goat Man. I hope you're doing well today. Oh. Can I help you, sir? Welcome to the Waddle Dee Cafe, the coziest little bistro in town. You can grab a bite here and recover your health. Why would I do that? Think you'll need a snack later on? Then you can... Oh! Okay, never mind. You convinced me. Got to go order in the stages as a stock item. Then you can save it until you're in a pinch. You can only carry 1 stock item at a time, though. Just keep that in mind. Got home from summer school. Oh, I didn't realize you were going to summer school. I have thought about doing summer classes at the college near here, but I don't think they would have anything that would count towards my associates. Fuck it, tomato me. I feel like the cake and burger should be more than just a single tomato. To go, please. Rip to pause screen lore. Yeah, that was... when I got a copy ability, that was the first thing I checked for, and I was so surprised it wasn't a thing. Alright. What time is it? It's almost 6. When was he gonna be? 3. I think he said 7:30 to 8 o'clock Eastern. Yep, so I'm probably gonna go for about another hour. So we'll probably end up just doing the Carnival World. Circuit Speedway. I actually hope this is a full-blown racing level. That'd be awesome. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is why I hate going to amusement parks. God, hurry up already! Fucking go! Jesus Christ! Oh, I like that it's a different car this time. That it actually, like, works with the theme. Macho Man fell asleep. Little did he know I had the fast pass. No way, the course is short enough to be done in like 20 seconds, right? Oh. Why do... Bronze is a minute. I feel like even the smallest child would do that faster than a minute. Ain't no way they don't. I can't get over Kirby in a helmet. He looks so cute. I love him. It's weird that this game has, like, some of the best copyability hats and some of the lamest. I'll show y'all the punishment for waiting in line. Okay, this hammer's pretty fun. Okay, well now you've got me curious just what Final Needle's gonna look like. I assume that you don't get those blueprints until later on, though. Like, you probably don't start getting the last ones until you've got all the level 2s. Yeah, this game is just pleasant. I'm glad I'm enjoying it as much as I am. I do still think, like, I don't know if it's automatically the best Kirby, because I do think, as fun as it is, the lack of copy abilities and the lack of depth with the copy abilities is pretty unfortunate. But the actual, like, design of everything is wonderful. Oh, wait, I was supposed to use him, wasn't I? Well, too bad. What's the point of, like... Oh, okay, it's a time limit. Oh, I'm gonna lose my hammer. Pretty game. It's a shame about the limited abilities. Yeah, because there's definitely... I almost feel like that didn't have to be the case. Oh, God, here we go. As I miss every enemy in sight. Oh my God! Oh, he actually blocks with the sword. Nice. You like the new upgrade system? I do like the idea of copy abilities getting more complex as you progress through the game. I do like that. But I am forever gonna miss, like, you know, 90% of the copy abilities. The Gigant Sword Blueprint. I'm not blind, right? It said Gigant. Oh no, I feel like I might have been dumb and just misread that. Like upgrading them, but not being a challenge. You hate those challenges so much. I probably will end up hating them by the end if I go for... Honestly, if I went for the time limits, I'd probably just hate them overall. But I also like the challenge. But it does suck when you gotta be, like, frame perfect. What a shortcut. Ooh! That's a little too bit of a tight window for me. Oh, damn it, I thought he was a ramp. I'm actually surprised at how close that was. Watch them patch the game that actually adds something for doing it all, and it's still, like, not worth it. Although, I don't know if I see them really adding much to Forgotten Land. I was surprised when I put the game in my Switch, and straight up there was just no update. Also, I missed a waddle. Unfortunate. They didn't add anything. Wait, did I say that backwards? Yeah, no, it was surprising me that, like, there wasn't a patch. Because, like, not even a day one patch. Like, game was just finished right out the gate. Probably, I should have implied that that's what I meant. But, yeah, I do hope they... I mean, it's just always fun when games get small updates. I don't know what they would add, though. Probably just alternate modes. Everyone calls the game perfect. I mean, like I just said, it didn't even have a day one patch. It was perfect right out the gate. But no, it's definitely not perfect. It's pretty good, though. That doesn't even look like it's from the same game. You really need updates? Well, no, I mean, I just mean, like... It's just always cool when stuff gets added content. Although it is weird to me that there weren't updates for things like performance in some areas. Like when you're gliding and all the enemies are running at like 5 frames a second, that's a little strange. Wait. Oh, I'm blind. I see. I gotta play Crystal Shards at some point. I feel like that's one that I've just had in my backlog for too long. Okay, this is kind of a cool mechanic for Cutter. Wait. I'm surprised that actually worked. Huh. Did I get that first try? Oh my god! It's so easy. I don't know what you're talking about. These times are so easy. I'm beating them by like 15 seconds apiece. Fire treasure. Oh, this is definitely gonna be like this. I feel bad for anyone that speedruns the game, because this is probably 90% of the speedrun. Oh! Alright, at least I'm hitting some of them naturally. That's not so bad. Did we get another blueprint? We did. We got one for the sword. I do want to try out, like, every copy ability at some point. I'm going to be a little sad if I end up missing any of the blueprints, but they seem obvious enough, right? Look at him slide. I still can't believe it took me so long to even find out about blocking. Your first Kirby game was a copy of Superstar Ultra you found on the bus to school. My first one, it was either Return to Dreamland or Epic Yarn. I think it was Return to Dreamland, but Epic Yarn holds a special place in my heart because I don't think I've ever even talked about it before. That was the first game I ever bought with my own money. It was Kirby's Epic Yarn and Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. I bought both of those with my own money. And it felt good. Nowadays, I hate spending money, but back then, it just felt satisfying to, like, earn up the money yourself and get something you wanted for it. Oh my god. It's crazy to me that these are only the level 2 evolutions, and I'm pretty sure they all go to level 3. It's I, JRPG Kirby. Damn, I actually might like Sword now. Like, Sword's fun enough, but now it's fun. It's extra fun. That already exists? Does it? I'm gonna guess a Mass Attack, because I think you showed me a clip or screenshot from that, but I wouldn't know. Kirby Clash? It's not a JRPG, is it? I thought Kirby Clash was, what was that kind of game? I don't even know what you would call it. Then I make you, Kirby. Worked so hard to save everyone, rebuild this town. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you so much. This little blue thing's a bit too nice sometimes. What do you think the Beast Pack wants the Waddle Dees for, anyway? I had just gotten to know all of them when the pack arrived and started capturing everyone. We're far from the Beast territory, so we thought building a town here would keep us safe. Thank goodness you came along, Kirby. Alchemist, Swordsman, Big Paladin, and Hammer. Oh, gotcha. I meant JRPG just because, like, he has the... Yeah, okay, you know, I guess I made the joke about the theming, because big sword. Fair enough. Although a turn-based JRPG would go pretty crazy with Kirby. Maybe. Actually, would that be fun? Maybe. If it was Mario and Luigi style, then it would absolutely be fun. Favorite level? Oh, the little haunted mansion. I think that's what this is, right? Invasion of the House of Horrors. With funky space jams. Oh! That didn't get me. I don't have a webcam. You can't prove that it got me. Anything back here? Nope. The pop-out? Shut up! I wasn't ready for it! Okay, well that one... I didn't get jumped by it, but I wasn't exactly expecting it either. Now I'm looking at the walls. Reminds me of the one from Triple Deluxe, but it doesn't have OST. Oh, dude, I love, oh god, what's that song? Is it like, son of a bitch. Is it reflecting something? Okay, I don't like these pop-outs. I've had my fill of the pop-outs. Reflected Laughter, that's the name of the song. Took me a second. That's one of my favorite Kirby songs. I love that song. Big brain Kirby. Ew, it's like realistic. Like if you put a light on your finger. Gross. I don't like thinking about the... Like, okay, I know this shouldn't sound weird, but I don't like the idea of Kirby having flesh. So whenever you could, like, see the water in him, or, like, see this... Ugh. What else does he have? I don't know, maybe he's made of cotton candy. He's made of Kirby. Got a bag of chocolate milk. I forget that some countries have it in a bag. Ooh, I want that. I want that. Ooh. No! Hop out at me. Do it again. Oh my god. Okay, good. Phew. Oh, the ghost Gordos are cool. I like those. Wait a minute, they got the one eye. Where's Waddle Doo? I don't think I've seen a single Waddle Doo yet. Maybe they're later on. Ah, that's an orange door. We're good. Don't know if they're here or not. No beam ability. Ah, damn. That was the one I thought beam was gonna be one of the ones I'm missing. It's a good thing I actually did the bonus area, because I don't know if I would've... No, I probably would've figured it out, but it's just good to know it beforehand. That's another reason I like those special bonus levels, because they do teach you extra things about the abilities you may not know of. Because as simple as they are, there are still mechanics I haven't figured out on them. But yeah, no, my original prediction was... I don't think I've gotten any of them right. I figured there would have been one of the liquid copy abilities. I'm still predicting sleep, but I guess I don't know for a fact because I've only seen one sleeping enemy. And then... Yeah, I think those were the only two I predicted. Because I thought Beam would have been in the game for sure. Because, I mean, Beam's just one of those copy abilities, you know? I think you showed me the hat before. Oh, wait a minute. Is it one of the... Is it something like Mike or Quake? I think Quake is what it was called. Crash. Sorry. If it's something like Mike or Crash, where it's like this sort of screen wipe one, that'll be a little disappointing. But it would make sense why I haven't seen it yet. My hot dog now, loser. Woo! Yeah, we're all playing. Okay, look. I'm not the smartest person, but I'm not an idiot. Oh, that actually made the chest spawn. Okay. Switch graphics. I mean, no, it's like, it's obvious. It's just... Oh, that's actually way funnier. Oh, Ghosty Boy. That was straight up just a dust skull. There were Skylanders themes for the 3DS. Were there? Oh, I wish I actually had those. Those would have been awesome. I remember, I actually have quite a few themes on my 3DS. My favorite was always the Hyrule Warriors one, because every time you open and close the 3DS, it does like the Zelda opening chest noise. Those were not very well hidden. Homebrew your 2DS? I won't lie, I'm thinking of hacking my 3DS. Mostly because I found out recently, if you hack your 3DS, you don't even need a capture card. You could just stream your 3DS to your PC. And so I'd be able to stream it that way. One sec. Excuse me, I'm allergic to ghosts. Forgive me. Oh, hell yeah, the vending machine. I haven't gotten this since the first level. I always feel bad about sneezing on stream, but I always like finding a fun way of, like, doing that. Begone, ghosts! You know, the vending machine one is absolutely a fun one. I like how different the music is here. It's very wild. Ooh. Destroy 13 aliens. Easy enough. Oh, they're aliens? I did not get that impression at all. Wait, so it's aliens and ghosts. I feel like you have to choose one or the other. Dang it, I missed a Waddle Dee. They don't really look like ghosts. Yeah, but I mean, they could have just said monsters and like, oh, that works. Ghosts are monsters in a way. Oh, hey, I was right. They are Ghost Gordos. I love the ranger enemy. Bernard! That's such a normal name. This uppity pup is an expert marksman. Pew pew. You gotta have the pew pew. It is vital to his lore. He's quick on his feet as he patrols the new world. His eyes are hidden under his hat, but that doesn't seem to affect his aim. Also has an impressive sniffer that can track prey, near or far. What a dog. Oh, okay, I get it. Saint Bernard. Still unexpected. Wait, but he wasn't even a Saint Bernard. Oh, whatever. The Dream Palace. Is there any other reason to save Waddle Dees besides progression? Oh, sword treasure. Yes, please. Just the main goal? That's a bit strange. Because I feel like they make such a big deal about, like, you gotta build up the town. And then halfway into the second world, it's just, okay, the town's built. I figured they would have been used for something else. Oh, I have to get the green things. I didn't realize. Wait, did I pass one? I might have passed one. Oh, I just realized something. These things are probably way easier if you use an amiibo for the speed boost. Okay, yeah, I missed one. Yeah, if you used an amiibo and you got, like, the speed boost power, you could just use that here and go twice as fast. The amiibo gives you speed boost. You get one of 4 things. You can either just get a load of stars. Oh, I see why I missed that one now. You could get an attack boost, a defense boost, or a speed boost. I don't know if it'll let me scan them again, but I can try. Okay, well, now we gotta wait. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so if I were to do it here... There we go, now I get a speed boost for like 3.5 minutes. Alright. Look more... Wait, no. Oh my... I'm very good at video games. Can y'all tell? Never scanned an amiibo in this game. I mean, the rewards are simple. But, I think it's specifically Meta Knight that gives you the speed boost. Oh, okay, we gotta drop the whole thing. Interesting. Okay, is this necessary at all? Like... What? Why do that? That's not nice. I mean, I still made it, at least, but... Maybe you have done it, but thought it was useless. I mean, it definitely can seem useless. It's weird that you can scan them over and over, because I scanned Meta Knight earlier, but I guess you could just do it as many times as you want. That's a little cheatery. Okay, dude, the fact that this mission is on the roller coaster on the map, and it's a bomb mission, I've never felt more disappointed. And I like bomb, and I'm still disappointed. There's even a mouthful mode with the roller coaster. Oh my god, I'm so fast! Holy shit, dude! The amiibo are just plain cheating! They were so cool in Robobot where they changed the appearance. Yeah, I always love that. I always love that, like, oh, if you scan in Mario, you get, like, the fire copy ability. If you scan in Dr. Mario, you get Doctor. Scan in Dr. Mario, you get to have the best copy ability in the game. And then, if you had, like, Smash Kirby, you could have that one whenever you wanted. It was cool. But, yeah, it's a shame that, like, the further in we get through Kirby games, since Amiibo have come out, and just they're doing less and less. Oh, I missed this one. So yeah, if anyone is ever struggling on the time limits, just scan in a Meta Knight Amiibo and I guess just get free wins. Wait. That's weird. Did that just redeem? Did my... Wait, my stream crashed? When did my stream crash? Apparently it crashed 50 minutes ago. Huh? I genuinely had no idea. It gave you an error? Oh, no! I hope I wasn't in the middle of a conversation. That sucks. I'm gonna have to stitch these together then. That's so weird to me. Twitch, I literally wasn't informed in the slightest. Oh, I don't have the good needle, so this one, I gotta get rid of them. Okay. Dude, this is making me want to get the new Katamari remake that just came out. Which I already want to get, trust me. Hold on, let me, I'm gonna pull it up. No, because it's, let's see. Oh, no, okay, maybe my browser flickered? No, it didn't crash. All right. That's so weird. It says my stream's only been live for 52 minutes on my screen. At least on my stream manager. But then on my phone, it says it's been 4 hours. So. Way to give me a panic attack, Twitch. Alright, how are we doing on these? Yeah, it's just Twitch being weird, I guess. Alright, the Wonderia Dream Parade. Ooh, is this a parade level to rival Crash 4's? Yours says 52 minutes as well? Alright, now I'm... Hold on, I'm gonna look at, like, the actual... Forgive me for doing this now, but I just gotta know. Oh, yeah, no, it did. It crashed. When did it... When did it do it? Okay, apparently it did it in the first carnival level. Huh. Okay, and when did it come back? Again, forgive me for doing... I'm worried I lost, like, a crazy amount. Alright, it looks like I lost, like, 30 seconds. That sucks. Man, I genuinely don't know what caused it. It had to have been my internet flickering. Damn it, I fucking hate stitching streams together. It's so annoying. It takes, like, 2 days to do it all, because I have to, like, download these 4-hour VODs, and then use a laggy video editor to put them together, and then I have to process it, and then I have to render it, and then I have to put it on YouTube, and then it has to process again, and then the HD version has to process. We're at the carnival! No more render and talk. Let's enjoy the neon treats and lights and rides, I guess. It's always aggravating when, like, the stream flickers, to me at least. You finished the game and didn't know about that menu? Yeah, it's nice. Tells you all the stuff you need to know. Oh, little baby chick. I gotcha. Oh, they're so sleepy. They're really just pushing, like, what's the cutest thing we can do with Kirby? And they just gave him a bunch of baby ducklings. Oh my god, finally, sleep. Oh, there goes my sword. See, if this were a 10 out of 10 game, the baby ducks would snuggle up and sleep with Kirby. But they don't, so 0 out of 10. Where did my duckling... Oh my god, I thought they got ran over for a second. Oh, my heart. Can I go in there? Probably not. Nope. I just saw grass and I assumed I could cut it. Okay. I like the music here. It's been a good soundtrack overall, honestly. It's definitely... Well, I was gonna say it's varied, like, but Kirby's normally pretty varied, so I guess that wouldn't really be much of a unique compliment. But no, I'm enjoying the soundtrack a bunch. Tornado? Nah. Can't go wrong with Kirby music? Exactly, it's all good. Boy, they really want me to use... Okay, well, now I kind of have to. If I want to make it through here. Oh, those are stairs. I don't know why I just didn't put that together. Woo! Oh, okay, so Tornado's just invincible. Interesting. What? Excuse... How do I go... Do I have to cut even more corners? Hold on. I mean, there is this here, which probably has something to do with it. Oh. I forgot this was even a mouthful thing. What do you want to bet you could do it without doing this? I bet it's possible. Honestly, I think the car might be my favorite mouthful mode so far. I like the car. I like the ring. The roller coaster was fun, but I feel like that's gonna be like one of those captures in Mario Odyssey that just only shows up once. Which is unfortunate, because I enjoyed that one quite a bit. What else has there been? The cone's fine, the vending machine's fun. Genuinely, the only one that I'm just not really big on are the stairs, but that's because they're supposed to be, like, clunky and cumbersome and more puzzle-solvy than the others. Ah! Looking into the game, seeing if it's worth buying. Well, hi, Buns. What do I think? I think it's really good. I do think it is, like, one of the... I mean, most Kirby games are good, but I do definitely think this falls under the top half. My main... Ooh! Definitely my main criticism, which we talked about just a little bit ago. There aren't nearly as many copy abilities as other Kirby games. And the copy abilities are simpler than usual. But that's because they have to, like, try and make them... How do I put it? I guess they just wanted a more unique lineup, and so, like, they're less combat-focused, they're more, like, mobility and puzzle-focused. But I enjoy it. I'm having tons of fun with it. I think the music's fun, I think it's fun to play. I'm a little biased because I just inherently like 3D platformers, and I like Kirby's sort of style, so I was gonna like the game no matter what. But I would say if you're just a fan of Kirby, why not? I say go for it. Is there multiplayer split screen? No, but I can't really show it. Player 2 can come in, and they can play as a Waddle Dee. I think specifically Bandana D. Unfortunately, I don't even think I could do it without rebooting the game because it was on the main menu. But I'm sure it's fun enough. Usually, multiplayer is just fun in any Kirby game. Even a lesser one, like Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I loved doing that one multiplayer when I was younger. I assume, though, Player 2 probably doesn't get, like, copy abilities and such. Like, Player 2 probably can't use the mouthful mode like this. They probably don't get copy abilities. But I could be wrong. Oh, hold on. I have to knock it into that, don't I? I see. The challenges are only single player. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. There's another wall right there. No way it's that obvious, right? Never change, Kirby. The Fluor Tornado. Don't think you played Kirby multiplayer since you were a kid? I played it on and off. Switch Online and Parsec has definitely helped, but it's still, like, a rarer occurrence than I would like. I just don't think to play Kirby multiplayer that often. But I loved doing Epic Yarn multiplayer as a kid. I insist that Return to Dreamland is my favorite Kirby game. But I won't lie, there are those days where I wonder if Epic Yarn is my favorite. It's definitely, like, top 5. It's a contender, a really good contender. I want that green star. I love the way that train looks as well, by the way. That's great. Dang it, I missed one. I swear if it's just like, beat the level without getting ran over. Without stepping on any mud. Fair enough. It does feel like some of these are specifically designed for you to just have to play the level again. Because how could you have known? Tomato. If your health is low, just eat a Maxim tomato to fully heal yourself. They're packed with nutrients. Did these fall through the same vortex as Kirby and his friends, or were they in the new world already? It's hard to tell, but everyone seems to enjoy them, even the Beast Pack. You could never get me to eat a tomato and nothing else. And I want to point out, like, I eat raw onions, and I would not eat a raw tomato. I'm not into it. Even, like, the ones... What are they called? Like, the little baby tomatoes that are, like, bite-sized. I'm not into it. Just not a tomato guy. What are those things called? I can't remember. Cherry tomatoes. That's it. I don't know, it's just whenever tomato's a part of something, it's so apparent. Oh no, it's her. Bad character design. I did see one argument that I kind of agree with. Which is, Forgotten Land is supposed to be, like, a bunch of, like, not typical Kirby stuff. When it comes to, like, the new world and new enemies. And it's like, fine, I get it. But genuinely, it feels like she's just in the wrong game. I just added the sleep ability. Enjoy. Yeah, it's a Floor Tornado blueprint. What else would it be? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is it Fluair? I feel like it might be Fluair. She doesn't need to be that skinny. Yeah, it's weird. Alright, what you got for me? Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Cool, what does this one do differently? Pull in enemies or stars into its cyclone. Launch it back out. Okay, so it's probably just a stronger version. Much better. This one just looks like he's got a big ol' ice cream on his head. Oh boy, level 3 difficulty. Clouds, you think? They looks like an ice cream to me. Like a soft serve. And all the stars, those are just sprinkles. This is a bit of a weird one. I should be going the opposite direction. Oh, I thought they were going in a circle. Well, now I just feel stupid. Ice Cream Kirby was a thing in Return to Dreamland? Oh, yeah, he was. I forgot about that one. I always loved the, oh gosh, I can't even remember what they're called. Like the super copy abilities. I think when I was younger, my favorite was Fire. I just always liked the way it would fly across the screen. No way, right? I don't think I did it. Oh! Whew! I'm surprised. I even, like, backtracked a little bit. Don't like the gimmick. Sorry, I should read that whole thing. As far as gimmicks in Kirby, super abilities are pretty good. Don't like the gimmick here, Triple Deluxe. Triple Deluxes was definitely the worst. Hypernova was lame. But Robobox was cool because the gimmick wasn't just like... It's kind of how I feel about Mouthful Mode. Like, I like it more when it's in just like throughout every level, like on and off, rather than just one in every 3 levels. It just takes up half the level. I don't find that as fun. So like I guess that's kind of hypocritical though, because that's exactly what the super abilities in Return to Dreamland did. But Hypernova was not it. Definitely not into that one. Danger under the big top. Ooh, I like the claw slash there. That's neat. Hold on. The low frame rate Maxim Tomato. Oh god, you can. Which one is that? Oh, that's Ranger. Hell yeah, I'm picking Ranger. Hypernova's your favorite? Maybe I need to replay Triple Deluxe, but I don't know. I like the idea of Kirby swallowing, like, these insanely massive things. That's fun. I don't like holding it and, like, sliding around blocks for puzzles. I guess I should have made that clear. I was mostly talking about, like, the level design aspect of it rather than, like, the spectacle. Because the spectacle of Hypernova is fun. The Lethal Leopard, with her non-existent waist. I don't know why they made her look like that. Ah! Oh no. It was too late. That was genuinely just a Dark Souls moment, dude. He hits once, he hits a second time, and then I start using my heavy attack, and then immediately I see the boss doing a third attack. Oh my god. My hat. I actually might die here. Is she gonna do anything besides swipe? There she goes. The Dark Souls of kids games. I remember people saw, like that right there, the dodge roll, and people just immediately called it Dark Souls. Woo! I didn't think she was gonna do it again. Get dodged, loser. You know what? I'll say that. I love the idea of dodging in Kirby. I know dodging already existed, but I mean like a dodge roll. I think it's very fun. Like, that's just satisfying. I just saw stream elements pop up. My stream did not crash again. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank it's just stream elements being an asshole. Phew! Pencil drill? Oh, no. But yeah, no, the roll is kick-ass. I love the roll. Shielding's been a thing for a while. I forget to do it so much. In fact, I said it earlier. I didn't know shielding was even a thing until I started playing Kirby games with you. I had no idea. Defeat without hovering. Aw, man. I could have gotten that one if I aimed at her. What? Thank you for the 1 coin. Thanks, Clarlin. Oh no, shield's definitely in this game. It's, you do the dodge button, but you don't move. Yeah, because if you're ice, you can go into, like, the little ice block and be invincible. Back to, what is the... I guess it's more of a guard than a shield. Oh, the town does expand. Oh my god. The 3 FPS Waddle Dee. Like, this stuff doesn't bother me. It's just very noticeable and very funny. The Colosseum is now open for battle. Fight bosses and rivals you've faced in the past to win glorious prizes. Oh shit, Meta Knight. Bye, I guess. Don't like Shield except the OP ones like Leaf. Was it Leaf or was it Archer? Where you could be invincible? Or was it both? I can't remember. Again, I didn't shield as a kid, so I have, like, no memories. Man, I was hoping he would, like, cross the guns in front of him. That would have been cool. Is that a pencil drill blueprint? Yes, it is. It's a little unfortunate that, we've barely seen Drill. I feel like Ranger has popped up a ton, but Drill just barely at all. And, like, it's not really fun to fight with, but it's fun to use. Alright, what does it look like? Accordion Kirby. Well, I guess it's a pencil, but... Oh, it's a... Okay, I saw it at this angle, and I thought it was, like, the middle piece of an accordion. But no, it's a pencil sharpener. The pencil shavings. Oh, you can fire off little pencils as well. Interesting. This feels weirdly specific. Am I... like, more than the others? I mean, I still kind of like it. Again, I love diving with Drill. Like this feels great. Archer, you can still get hit, but he ducks rather than shields. I thought that was the one where he puts up like a cardboard cutout of an enemy, and he hides behind it. Is that not the one? Give me a tomato on the stat. Okay, that's his crouch. Gotcha. Oh my god. You even eat with your little fluff buddy. Oh no, there is more stuff for the Waddle Dees. Okay. I was worried there wasn't going to be any more at all. Nice. Doesn't he have a sit? There we go. God, this is the most perfect game ever released. Oh! I get the feeling that there's something special about this, and I have no idea how to use it. So how many are in this one? Oh my god, another 78. Oh, sushi? I don't think I've even seen sushi yet. Bomber. Oh, hell yeah. Knockadile. There are 4 volumes. That means there's like 300 figures, and you just have to hope you get... Oh. That's gonna be annoying. I hate that my brain has just reached that point where just crab is funny to me. Ooh. This big old sword is definitely gigantic. It's a bit hard to swing around, but it'll keep you well guarded. Use it to shield yourself from an attack, then go on the offensive. Oh my god, with drill, he like ducks and blocks with the drill. I'm gonna look at all the blocks now. At least all the ones I can get. Yeah, so this one's like the same as always. Don't think the blocks are different, he just has the same pose. Aww. You're right. I didn't realize he ducked originally. It's definitely different with this sword. Because he actually had, like, would hold it up in front of him. Oh, well... Okay, I guess that was only for the regular sword. Challenge run where you have to play the entire game going this speed. Ooh! Look at that. If you, you slide and you jump while sliding. See, this is why the lore menus were nice, because they would, like, tell you stuff like that, like combos like that. And look at that, it even has, like, a different finisher if you attack in the air afterwards. That's kind of important to know to fully enjoy an ability, you know? It was just because his arm was aimed in front of him? Hold on. Oh, I think you're right. Damn. Well, still, I like that he holds it in front of him. Why'd they remove the pause screen lore? Honestly, I wish I knew. This one just clips through his helmet. So many copy abilities. Which one is your favorite? Doctor, and it's not here, Elfilin. Alright, we must block with sleep. Oh my god. He's so sleepy. He's so drowsy. I can't wait to see how upgraded sleep works. I also can't wait to figure out what the last one's gonna be. In fact, you know what, here, let's do one more level, just in case, like, the next copy ability just shows up. You sleep? Well, I mean, okay. I don't know what else I expected, but I thought maybe they would function differently. Winter Horns. Oh, a little clock tower. Did I find all the ones here? Oh, whoops. No, I missed one. Ferris wheel? Satellite? No. What about the trees behind the Ferris wheel? How on earth did I miss that? I don't remember. Wait, did we do this one already? Did I get this mouthful? I don't remember this one. Cylindrical Kirby. I'm too easily amused. Mouthful mode is really funny to me. Oh my god! That's too many jumps back to back. Also, this one I may as well go for the time, because, I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you, you know? Yeah, I don't know if we got this one yet. I feel like I would have remembered it. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god. That gives off big vibes of the water slide in Mario Sunshine. Oh, I hated that one. So much. Alright, onwards to Britain. Soon as I find those other challenge levels. Oh wait, where did he even go next? Because, I mean, I know that's not the end. There's just no way there's only going to be 4 worlds. That would just be silly. Maybe you go out to the ocean? Or maybe the camera will just turn and you go to the mountains on the left. There's one. Ooh, I think this might be my favorite version of the map theme. No way this isn't one. That's probably going to be one you get for beating a level. Alright. They just didn't want it visible? Ah, makes sense. I kind of wish Elf Villain had more of a presence. Even if he was just, like, floating by me like he does in the hub world. Oh my god. Please. Oh, well. I mean, I don't know what else I expected. Look out for snow sculptures. I'm kind of addicted to this move now. The whole slide jump. I like it. No, my sword! This is one of the few cases where I think this is better than the original copy ability. Again, I've never been too big on sword. I always thought it was a little too simple. But this one's a lot more fun. I kind of get it from a logical standpoint, but I love the fact that I feel like it's completely unnecessary for this to have ammo. Like, does it really need it? Especially since you can go pick it back up as well. Yeah, not even the gun has ammo with the soda machine. Oh, can't be firing too many sodas. Let's not get too crazy. I'm blind as a bat. Twice as blind, even. Infinite cans, that's illegal. I bet it's because you could lag the game. No, because they probably despawn. But it is funny to think that that might be the case. Oh, I thought for a second you might be able to guard in mouthful mode. That would be perfect. The big sword has a charge attack? Oh, I didn't think to use it. Nice. Yeah, this just feels like a whole-ass moveset, because you get the slide jump, the aerial attack, the slide air combo, the charge attack. Just a general, like, attack string. This is a good one. And there's one more after, presumably. I assume each one gets 3, right? I think that's what it was. Yes, gotcha. I didn't know if maybe they would do 2 for some and 3 for others. That shit kept. It's silly. Come on. Why not give it to me? I broke the target. I made it up there. Redacted and Sleep only have 1 upgrade. Okay, that makes me think I was right in guessing that it's probably Crash or Mike, or a new take on those. Sadly. Aww. Does it still, like, get rid of the hat when you use it? That's a little disappointing, because it does mean that, like, I've seen pretty much all the movesets and themes that they're gonna go for. I do think wholeheartedly, like, that is probably my biggest criticism, is that I wish there were more copy abilities. That reminds you of the Great Swords Charge Slash from Monster Hunter. It does feel like a Monster Hunter outfit, doesn't it? Even if not specifically Monster Hunter as a series, that Kirby is hunting monsters with an outfit like that. You need to sleep. It's 2 a.m. in Italy. Jesus. You have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. This is probably the last level we were doing anyway, so you're not gonna miss much. But I always appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Look at the tiny little bomb block! It's so small! Oh, okay, so it is specifically Crash. Got it. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I guess it is kind of obligatory, but out of all the screen wipes, I think Crash was my least favorite. I always liked Mike and... what was it called? Festival? Festival was the best. And, like, Crash is still cool. I just, out of all the screen wipes, I like it, you know? I like it the least. I remember as a kid, I used to think the screen wipe copy abilities were objectively the strongest, which is why I never beat the true arena. Because I would just use it to wipe out, like, the first 1 or 2 bosses, and then I would have no copy ability. Dude, you know what should have came back? Beetle. I loved Beetle. And Belle. Oh, Belle would have been so good in this game. I think oh, that one would have been so good to evolve. You could have had so much fun with it. I do think ultimately that is what it's gonna come down to. It's just, I wish there were more copy abilities. I feel like that's gonna be a topic that comes up a lot. How do I get the stairs up here? Oh, I go take those stairs. If he wants to grab the left, please. Always gotta go with the standard ones. Yeah. It's just a shame, because the standard ones, those are always the ones that I'm like 50-50 on. Like, obviously, like Cutter, right? I don't really like Cutter, and I don't like the evolved Cutter either. Needle is fine. Needle's typically fun, but I miss being able to sort of spit out the needles at enemies. But I assume, like, the upgrades let you do that, because they already kind of do. Actually, no, well, it's strange to me that it's like, oh, yeah, the standard ones have to be here, of course, and then Beam isn't here. That's especially peculiar. Cutter fun to spam. I don't know, I've never been into it. Especially now that I have, like, I'd rather be spamming this, you know? Is this not a mouthful? Aw, and that was the whole level. I thought we would have seen Crash. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, I didn't see the other animal sculpture either. I probably missed a lot in this level. Huh. Wait. Okay, well. I thought maybe it would be over there once I saw the missing fence. Let's look around a tiny bit longer. Because I think I can find the statue. And then, again, I'm really surprised this isn't a mouthful mode. Let's see. Am I blind? I feel like it's gotta be in this area. Might have been too far back? Maybe. No, no secret in there. Alright, that's a shame. Also, the flower at the top. I think I'm just starting to notice it so much because so many Nintendo games are doing it nowadays. The whole, like, the further something away is, the lower frame rate it's rendered at. And again, it doesn't ruin anything for me, it's just really funny to point out. Like, in Mario Odyssey, you walk 10 feet away from the new Donkey Inns, and they just start walking in 24 frames a second. I love it. I already had one in this area? Oh, then yeah, definitely, it's probably too far back then. I don't know why I thought I didn't get one in this area. Alright, what was the last one? Find the side alley. I'm surprised I didn't find it. Damn, I've been good at finding stuff like that. I'm really surprised I didn't find it. Smush it with the stairs? Oh, gotcha. Knock, knock, nut. Took me that long to get a Gordo. Alright, well, it's been about 5 hours. I think 5 hours is a really good stream length. I'm starting to really like it. Bye, little waddles. Oh, well. I mean, how could I resist, you know? What? How do you make the light bulb interesting? Huh? You're gonna do the light bulb, but you're not gonna... Oh, it's a maze. I immediately regret my previous statement. I shouldn't have said interesting, because, like, it's a fun mouthful thing. It's just... What? Okay. Well, no, oh, son of a bitch. I like it, it's just... What can you do to make it, like, a challenging thing to run through? And, well, this is what it is. Which, they proved me wrong. Pretty much immediately. Oh my god. I think it said to go straight forward? Yeah. Spikes apparently 3 times. If you have the light on, you're slower. I can't help it. Also, it's just, comedy comes in threes. What can I say? I'm actually mad that I got hit so much in that one. Because, like, it was very clearly an easy one. It literally has arrows telling you where to go. And I still got hit that many times. Oh god, it wants me to throw them? I immediately failed. I am not very good at using needle, like, ranged. What? Oh, you don't tap it again, you hold it. Okay, I see. Like that. Gotcha. This one's kind of fun. I do definitely wonder if I'll care as much about the lack of copy abilities once I have the last evolutions. Because if they've got enough going on, maybe I won't be as bothered by it. But I do still think... If you gave me the choice between, like... How many are there? 12? Like, 12 level 3 copy abilities? Or, like, 18 level 2s? I think I would have rather had 18 level 2s. I think that would have been more fun. Because the level 2s are already, like... I feel like they add plenty of depth to them. Although, for all I know, the level 3s don't add depth, and it's just more damage. In which case, that'll be very disappointing. I really hope that... I expect that for maybe the Fire, possibly Cutter. But I hope they... surely they have some fun ones, you know? Alright, last one of the day, Chain Bomb. Fire definitely gets better. That's the only one I think I... It's the only one I've seen that I remember. Oh, we're still fighting? Shit. Well, I don't really see what this has to do with chain bombs. Ow. Oh, okay, this is actually cool that it's like a whirlpool. That's really cool for this. Alright, I get that they probably want me to set up chains and such, but I feel lazy right now, so... Here's what I'm doing. Here's my plan. Can't go wrong with explosions everywhere, exactly! Also, you can't slide in this because it thinks you're trying to drop your ability. That's weird. I can't believe I hit the time goal on that one. That's insane to me. It's weird. Some of these are really forgiving. Like, really forgiving. Others are, like, decently, you know, decent expectations. But then you have those few that are just, like, if you're off by 1 frame for half a second of this challenge, then you lose by 5 seconds. Sorry. Better luck next time. Alright, just in case, I'm gonna check if I got a blueprint, because I can't remember if I got one. A lot of these work real hard. I can't believe they rebuilt this town so quickly. I think we have a couple hundred of them. I'm not too surprised. I didn't. Alright. That's gonna do it for Kirby today. And for just the stream today, because, honestly, I haven't mentioned it. I've been starving for, like, the past hour. I guess streaming because of... I'm getting more comfortable with talking, and so I'm talking basically constantly. It takes energy, like a crazy amount of energy, and just... I get hungry so fast when I stream. There's one I think I missed in Hidden. Or it's hidden. I figured there'd be more hidden ones. I couldn't find them. I tried. Man, I guess next time we'll make our way through the ice world for sure. And then I guess we'll get more of the Waddle Dee town. Here, are there any more advertisements in here? It is very weird to me that, like, they have this as a menu, right? And yet, You would think this would just like, oh, you go to the eShop from here, because that's just something Kirby games do. No, it's just pictures. Also, the Robobot one supports all amiibo. Thanks. Thanks for telling me. I guess that's kind of neat. I mean, I already knew that, and it's cool what it does in the game. I just don't see why that's necessary to bring up. Look at all these other games you could be playing. Yeah, like, especially the big ones, right? Because these are obviously the Switch ones. It's crazy to me that it's not just, like, go to the eShop from here. Also, how dare they do Epic Yarn? Or, sorry, excuse me, Extra Epic Yarn instead of Epic Yarn. That's a good song. That's a good way to open it up. It's also weird because they're definitely, like, they're only modern Kirby games. Not even, like, super modern. They don't even have Return to Dreamland. And obviously that's probably because they were working on Deluxe at the time, but... How peculiar. This game, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned it. I 100% this game on the 3DS. That shit is hard. Like, it's not, like, so hard that it's impossible, but it'll take you a few hours. I mean, rhythm games, you know? Getting all perfects is insane. But it was fun. All these were after Return to Dreamland. Yeah, it's weird to me that just, they don't at least have that one. Because I still feel like that applies to modern Kirby. Like, that was the one that started the whole trend of them, you know? But, nope, I guess Triple Deluxe is the oldest one. Technically. Alright, nap time. Oh, whoops. Alright, well, honestly, I'm having even more fun with it than I did the first session. It's a good game. It's definitely fun. Again, I am pretty much forever gonna feel like I wish there were more moves and abilities, but at the same time, I like the lengths they go to with the ones they have. I just hope in a future Kirby game we can get all the ones in this game and more, if they do like another 3D one. Which, that was also what I said before, which is, I kind of hope we get a mix. I wouldn't mind if it was like, you know, if they flip-flopped a 2D game and a 3D game. You left and I beat the game again? No. We still have quite a ways to go. I assume, anyway. We only made it to the, like, the 4th world. But yeah, no, I'm definitely liking it a lot. And I am liking it more than I wondered if I would like. Star Allies really soured me on Kirby for a little while. I was really worried of what they would put out next. This is just bully Star Allies, the series. Truly. I can't help it. I can't help it. I was disappointed. What can I say? The audacity. I wanted more out of, like, a new Kirby game. You know? And then eventually we got... Surely you gotta say, like, Forgotten Link's better than Star Allies. I feel like that is something we can both agree on for sure. But no, I mean, I still liked old Kirby well enough. It was more so, like... I was soured on, like... Should I be excited for a new Kirby? Is how I'll put it. And you know what? If anything, being worried about it just made me end up liking it more. Gotta get back on these two at some point. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for me today. I don't think we have enough people for a raid, but I kind of don't want to. I think I kind of just want to stop now, go get a snack. But I hope you all enjoyed watching. I was actually surprised at how much Kirby fluctuated. Like, it started with, like, 2 or 3 viewers, and then went up to 9, and down to 4, and up to 7. All over the place. Everyone's just coming in and out for the Kirb.